Hello Flosstube, it's Nicole and welcome back to my channel. It is Saturday, September 30th, 2023. I'm coming to you a day earlier than I normally come to you, but I skipped last week, so I figured that'd be okay. Plus, I have some things that I need to talk to you about because they end tonight, and so I thought this would be the perfect time. I hope everyone has had a wonderful couple of weeks. My big month of work is wrapping up today, and so I'm excited to kind of get back to my regular schedule, to get my office, the crafter math, put back in order, and move on to some other fun and exciting things. First thing I want to say is thank you to all of my subscribers. I know I have quite a few new subscribers here. Probably a lot of you are here for paper crafting. I want to welcome anybody who is new. I am a full-time paper carding, as my friend Carrie Tiger Lily says, but paper crafting content creator. I do that for a full-time job. I do Flosstube on the side. I love quilting. I love cross-stitching, of course. I love stitching with felt dies. I'm a crafty kind of girl. So welcome to my channel if you're brand new. I'm so happy you're here. And a huge thank you and welcome back to all my returning subscribers. You guys are amazing. Overwhelmed with just the love. Odin. That is my Odin. I also have a Frank. They're my Shih Tzus. They're wonderful, but they like to squeak their toys when mom is filming a video or live. Either one. So welcome everyone. I'm glad you're here. Today, it may not be as long of an episode as I normally put out, and that is because I still have some things like, real life and craft life that I need to do today, but I wanted to get this episode filmed up and out so that if you want to do some of those things that are ending today, or pick up some of those things, I should say, that are ending today, next week, be ready for a full-length episode. I will be filming it on Thursday, I think Thursday afternoon. I did not pull any Q&A today. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. I have put out at least a video, sometimes two, every day in September. That is part of my full-time job, just for that month. That's not every month. And so my comments on YouTube, I am behind. So I hope to get caught up on that during my work week next week. Excuse me, I have the hiccups. But I did want to mention, I haven't even gone through the comments and questions. If I've seen some here and there, I've tried to answer them, but I know I'm painfully behind. So I do apologize for that. I love reading your guys' comments. I will get to those, and you can look forward to, if you've left me a question and I haven't answered it, I will do that next week. Often, I don't always answer them individually unless I feel like it needs to. It doesn't need to be said out loud. Like a lot of times I'll get a question that I think maybe several people will have or want to know the answer to, I guess I should say. So I will do that in a Q&A session so that, if several people had the same question, it can be answered there. In my videos, I do timestamps down in the description below the video. That is to make it easy for you. I know sometimes I need to go back and I need to look things up. Maybe you do too. Maybe you wanted to know, what was in that haul. I know that I saw something in the haul that I wanted, or I like that stitch that she was doing. Let me go find it. So I do try to break down my videos into those sessions. You can click the timestamps and it will take you right to what you're interested in. I do link most of the things that I talk about in the video. If I don't have a link, I won't add it down below, but if I do, I try to link that down below. I'm not always the best at it. Sometimes there will be a little like information, little doohickey that pops up here. That also will take you to things. So you will see some of that today. Like I'm going to talk about Jen and Sarah of Stitchy Friends, and I'm going to link to their video where they talk about their stitch along, and that's going to pop up here. I'm going to talk about my SAL that wrapped up that I haven't had a chance to show you guys in Flosstube land. That is going to pop up here and take you to that finishing video tutorial. So just little things like that that I hope makes the viewing experience a little bit easier and more enjoyable. So let's see. I think that is it for like info. I already told you I'm not going to do a Q&A this week. So I break down my video into sections, and that's where the timestamps come in. So let's go ahead and jump into this week's episode. Shout outs. So I wanted to mention here that today is the last day that you can order the mystery make-along box from Chantal of 141 Design. That is an ornament box. It is mystery ornaments. She did one in 2022 last year, and she is doing another one this year. I am going to show you some of the ornaments that I made. I didn't use all of mine from last year, but I did make several, so I am going to show you those. But it is the last day to order. Orders will start shipping the week of October 15th, so stay tuned for that. I know many of you have been asking for, you know, more Stitch With Me's or another stitch along, a SAL, or something to that effect. We're going to kind of do an ornament along. I don't think I'm going to call it that. But I'm going to pick some ornaments. I'm going to pick a couple of the finishing pieces, and we're going to do them together. You can also pick your own stitch. It's not going to be a super specific. I don't have the details. I'm hoping I have those next week. So we can get started doing some fun ornament stitching for the holidays. So again, link is in the description. The Mystery Make-Along box is only in her Etsy shop. That's the only thing in the Etsy shop right now. There is free shipping. It is such a good deal, you guys. Such a good deal. Now, the ornaments will not all be available for individual purchase once the Mystery Make-Along box goes away. She will bring maybe, I can't remember, 3, 4, 5. I don't know exactly. Forgive me, Chantal. I'm sure you told me. I'm running on fumes, but there will only be a few, like a few favorites that will be available for individual purchase after the fact. She did that last year as well. Those are in her shop too, and I will put a link to the ornaments in her shop on her website, because the only thing in her Etsy shop currently is the 2023 Make-Along box. So let's take a look at my previous finishes. Okay, so let me grab me. I wanted to show a little bit. Some of these I think were in the kit. Honestly, I can't remember which ones came in which, but I wanted to show you guys some of the things I have made. So this is one of the most recent. This is from my sleigh ride SAL. You guys probably remember this. We stitched a portion of the Cherry Hill Stitchery Rudolph's Reindeer Games and finished it on one of these sled ornaments. Now this sled ornament you can get in her shop. Here's what it would look like, because I have another one. This is a great basic. So this was one that was included. It will not be in this year's box. I just kind of want to show you, you're going to get some really awesome stuff. I have this year's ornaments. They're amazing. So I cannot wait to share those with you as soon as those have been shipped and everybody has had a chance to open up their mystery box. So this is one of them. In last year's box, there were 2 sizes of this basic ornament. So this is a staple in her shop. This is the ornament that I created with mine. This goes on my gingerbread tree. Just a fun little round. This was a free stitch from the Shannon Christine Facebook group. And I finished it with some little wooden beads. I do like to finish the back of my ornaments because they're hanging on a tree and I don't want them to, and you can see mine's very, very distressed on purpose. I want them to not have a raw wood back. I'd either stain or varnish or something, or paint in this case. So that was one. She also had a small round in last year's box. This is not in the shop, but I did finish my small round. This was a little free stitch from Heart and Hand, available from Fat Quarter Shop. I stitched my little freebie up and put it on the small ornament shape. So these three are, let me get them in the camera. These are three that I have made. I still have tons left, and I may be finishing on some of these. Okay, I believe this little paddle was included in last year's box. There was a basket ornament. I don't believe it's this basket. I don't know where mine is, but it looks a lot like this, so I wanted to show you that. Awesome basic little tag. Here's a little rounded edge tag. There was a 2022 ornament as well. I think I gave that one away actually because I wasn't going to use it. And then this shiplap tag. So again, some of these are in her shop. I will link to what is available in her shop in case you're interested, but I wanted to give you an idea of what you can expect. So I am going to be finishing additional ornaments using a combination of last year's and this year's. It really just depends on the stitch. Now I have finished that Teresa Kogut little reindeer I shared weeks ago. It was from a previous it's from her shop as being part of our Patreon. You can purchase an ornament. So I will finish that on one of these, but I'm going to stitch more and new ones to put on. And it may not be just a full stitch that we put on a tag, but you know, more of taking a part of a chart like I did for the Rudolph's Reindeer Games and stitching the reindeer because that fit on the ornament. So there will be some of that, and I again will have more details a little bit closer to the mystery box. Okay, that was my first shout out. My second shout out also is Chantal of 141 Design. The hanging signpost. So I'm going to show it, and then we're going to talk about it in finishes. If you followed me, I did the finishing tutorial for our flying lesson chart from Silver Creek Samplers. This is the finish that I did. There is a video. Again, we'll talk more about that. The kit. Now, mine has color changes, but Chantal has a few of the kits left. Full kit. That's not the fabric to stitch on. You get the signpost, the wood sign. You get the chart, you get the DMC floss that is called for in the chart, and you get the exclusive floss dial. I don't have it with me right now, but I will link to it in her shop. That is only with the kit. And those are not available later on. So if you've seen this or you've seen it now and you want to jump in, there's still time to stitch this and finish it before Halloween. So I wanted to share that now. Please pick that up. The hanging signpost is going to be available. You know, that's a staple in the shop, and she is going to make this hanging sign only for purchase. So if you want to swap out your sign, like you want to take your flying lesson down, if you didn't permanently decorate yours like I did mine, and you want to switch out your sign for fall, and you want to switch out your sign for Christmas and winter and all of that, you can. There's going to be additional shapes coming for the sign too. I talked to her last week, so very exciting. Love it. Okay. So next, I have links to the kit. I have links to the sign. I wanted to let you guys know that. And I think that's it for shout outs this week. Okay. FFOs, fully finished object. Since it's right here and out, let's go back and talk about it. This is the Flying Lesson full finish with the hanging signpost from Chantal 141 Design. Flying Lesson is a chart by Silver Creek Samplers, and this is my finish. You can see I did a black distress spray paint hanging post sign. I stained and varnished the sign, like the post is the black. I did mine two-tone. I did it on purpose. That's kind of how I wanted it to do it. I have lots of embellishments, crows, our little, oh, Deanna told me what this is and I forgot already. I'll have to look it up. I've got my broom. I have a little witch hat, and up at the top, another crow and more of that Spanish moss. Is that right? I think. Anyhow, so that is my full finish for this chart. I want to show the sign a little closer. Let me move my ornaments out of the way. So the sign. You can see I embellished it with that little silver plaque. This is a Tim Holtz plaque. I also used some little rivets on it. I made my own cording, and then I did I knotted it, did some little tassels, and put some little charms also from Tim Holtz. I am going to shorten these. I did them a little too long. I said that in the finishing tutorial. I just have not had a chance to fix them, but I love it. And I've seen a couple of you finish yours that way. I love that. I was originally going to stitch with green overdyed, and I swapped to purple, and I'm so glad I did because I love it, obviously. Who knew? I've always said I'm not a purple girl, but I think I was wrong. So I love it. This is Weeks Dye Works Amethyst for anyone asking. I already have this sitting up on my mantle, and I couldn't be more happy with how this turned out. I love seeing everybody's finishes. They are absolutely amazing. Oh, I do want to say, I stitched mine on 32 count. That is the size I wanted to fit on this sign. You could stitch at 28. It's going to be a little bigger, so there will be a little less room out here because that's a bigger count fabric. 28 or 14. This would be this size here, 32 or 16. 36 or 18 is going to be a little smaller. I would mat it on, a fabric backer. I just did not do fabric. I did the cording instead because I wanted some of that. Do you see there you can see the score lines in Chantal's board, and I wanted to see that on mine. So that was kind of my thought process behind how I finished it. I tried to kind of explain that prior to us starting. If that doesn't matter to you, then it doesn't matter. Put a fabric backer on it. Make it your own. That is what I'm loving. And I've loved seeing how other people have finished theirs that are not on this. You may have another Halloween stitch that's going to fit this. So this is a fantastic finishing piece. I I should leave it in here. I highly recommend checking it out. Even if you're not going to stitch this, maybe you want to stitch something else. It is beautiful. Chantal did an amazing job. It has a wonderful, sturdy, thick base, lots of supports. In my video, I show how I put mine together and glued it together. And I am going to do either a short video or a shorts or something. And I'm going to show you more of just a stain type finish for this piece. So stay tuned for that. I'm hoping to get that filmed, if not this week, next. Okay, so that was my FFO. I know you guys haven't missed me, but maybe, do you see the lights changed? I've been gone for like an hour and a half. The magic of camera. I had to go sit in and watch a live for work. Okay. And I also ate, so I just got rid of my gum. So sorry. Let's talk about, let's see where I am. Let's talk about a finish I had. Oh my goodness. Yes, I actually had a finish this week. Well, is it underneath everything? Yes. The answer to that question is yes. So let me switch my camera. I hope you guys are liking this week. I'm trying, I had a lot of really positive feedback about the hands down version. As long as I remember to put myself in the screen. That way you can see a picture in picture. You can still see me talk about it. And I'm going to try to be on camera most of the time. Okay, I finished my Boo by Hello from Liz Matthews. This was in Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine last year. And she just released it as a pattern. So I know you can also now pick it up if you didn't have a subscription to Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher. I printed this out last year. It didn't start last year, and it's so funny. I started this, and then she announced that she was coming out with the pattern, and I was like, oh, yay! I'm right on trend. I stitched this on 36 count Mystic Owl by Color and Cotton. 1 strand over 2 with the called for overdyeds from Weeks Dye Works. Now, in the bummer, if you stitch from Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher, they had a correction. I didn't know they had a correction. And because of that, I started mine. I just followed the picture. I could tell it was wrong, but I mean, why did I not think, go look and see if they have a correction? I didn't. So because I didn't, I started stitching it and I just kind of followed the picture a little bit, but I did not stitch my Boo letters in the right color. I was following their chart. So I printed off the correction. And again, thank you to the wonderful viewer who said, hey, there's a correction chart, because I did go print it off. It was too late. I didn't want to frog it, and I liked it. So here's what I ended up doing. I just did close enough. If it was close enough, then I was okay with it, because I think it's beautiful. I mean, it is all the called for colors. They just might not be in the same order, and that is okay. There was a viewer the last time I was on who said that they didn't think my cat was in the right place because it was floating. The back legs were floating. I actually hadn't finished stitching this pumpkin, so he was in the right place. I just needed to bring this side of the pumpkin up to meet his little feet. So that was all good, but I love it. I think last time I had stitched bring a little line down here. I think I had stitched this. So I finished stitching this pumpkin. I filled in a few of these cute little designs out here, and then I stitched, I believe, the O, and then this cat and the pumpkin. Really quick, easy. Love it. I believe I'm going to finish it into a little pillow, but I wanted to show. Okay, this was on 36 count, obviously. I wanted to show this because maybe I should have looked. While I was gone that hour and a half or whatever it was, I should have gone to Chantal's site and looked. But I know she has some square tags. I will look after this because I hope I'm not showing you something you can't get. But wouldn't that be cute if you do a little Halloween tree ornament? This one as well. I think it would fit on here. Now this is 36 count, remember. So it would need to be on the smaller side or smaller fabric count, higher fabric count. I got it. To fit on here. But I think that would be cute as well. I think I'm going to do a pillow though. I have not got my Halloween tree. I did a Patreon live last night for my top tier Patreon members for card making, and several of the ladies follow for both. So hello everyone. And they were asking if I'd found a Halloween tree because I've mentioned it. I was like, not yet. It may not be this year because I cannot find one that I am just like, yes, this one, it needs to be this one. Let me do a little better stacking. Obviously you can tell I rearranged my camera where I'm at. I don't want you to see the mess that was behind me. I told you crafter math. Stamp, timber, crafter math. All right. We'll just move all this in a little bit. I think if I put it over here. Oh, yes. Okay. I think that is it for finish. Let me look at my little chart. Yes, I have 2 new starts and no whips. So I'm not even going to flip it. We're going to talk about the new start that I am happy with, and then we'll talk about the one I'm not. New start number 1. I have been seeing this everywhere. This is a classic Haunt by Hands On Design. Sarah of Stitchy Friends finished. I feel like... Oh, who else? Oh, I'm probably forgetting. I've seen several people finish. I know Jessica, the Sweetwater Stitcher, finished. I don't know if she shared hers yet. I am getting close. Let's take this out. So here is where I'm at. And sweet Jessica, she did purchase the called for. I think it's the called for. Oh, hope I didn't put that in the screen. It's a 30. This is a 32 count fabric. Why am I having the troubles? Maybe it doesn't say. Okay, anywho, it's a lavender fabric from Fabrics by Stephanie that she purchased when we were at the Pep Rally retreat. And she gave me a little corner of her fabric. Thank you, Jessica. It kind of matches my outfit today, doesn't it? So last night, actually, I finished stitching my little ghosty here. I've got all that. I think all I have left are the little pumpkins, the little jack-o'-lanterns that hang out here, these little doodads, and a couple of little things here and there. You know, Kathy always has those little confetti stitches around. Oh, I love you, Kathy, but the confetti stitch is not my favorite. They look so cute, though. So cute. So I need to figure out how I want to finish this. This is too big for like a round ornament. And I'm pretty sure she finished hers with a couple of layers of sticky board together. But I don't think I want to do that. But I don't know. We'll figure out something. I love the round shape, so I'm definitely going to finish it in a round. Been talking to Chantal, seeing if she can get something cute up her sleeve. So that was one of my new starts, a classic Haunt by Hands On Design. Okay, my other new start, and it may be a restart. We're going to have to talk about this. This is Plum Street Samplers, The Gather In. I actually picked this up after I saw Molly of Linen and Scraps talk about this, and she is stitching hers, and I think she had to restart hers. I can't remember why, but I love their channel. I love their Flosstube. So if you follow Linen and Scraps, Molly and Kathy, please, or don't follow them. I said if you aren't following them, please follow, because they're so much fun to watch. I love that they have a beautiful mix on their channel. Kathy does so many beautiful, beautiful samplers, and she is a model stitcher oftentimes. And so you get the sampler version, and then she stitches some other smalls as well, but she is a monogamous stitcher for the most part. Like, she stitches until she's done, and then she'll stitch something else. And then Molly stitches a lot more, I would say, seasonal things. But I saw her talk about this in one of her floss tubes, and in their floss tubes, and I had to get it. So I ordered it right away. I'm so excited. And I think that the called for fabric, was 36 count. I think I need to switch to 36. I had a 40 count, and it was 40 count graham cracker, or 36 count graham cracker was the called for. Well, I had from Kitten Stitcher, because that's where the called for is from. I had a 40 count, and so I thought, well, I'll stitch it on 40 count. And this is why I'm going to tell you guys I need to probably restart, because I'm not enjoying it. And I know right there is probably the reason I should restart it, is because I'm not enjoying it. I didn't even iron it because I think that it's not what I'm going to want to do. This fabric is stunning and beautiful. I have stitched on 40 count, and it's not been a big deal. This fabric feels so tight and tiny to me that I'm not loving it. I'm not loving it. I tried to force myself. I started in this bottom corner. I really wanted to have, I wanted to do this bottom corner and come up so that I could outline the house for fill-in purposes at some point. I would imagine it's the dye that has made this particular fabric so tight. So I probably, and like I said, the called for is 36. I would continue to stitch on this if it weren't for the fact that there is 1/1 in multiple areas on this, and it's already not awesome for me. And that makes me nervous for getting to those 1/1 areas. So 1/1, I believe, is this little text right here. I wish I had my little control to zoom in. Oh, it's over there. I probably could. Her face, this, and I feel like something else is all 1/1. Something around the horse. Those areas are all 1/1. I think I would be happier on like a called for 36 that isn't as tight of weave as this. This is beautiful fabric, and I definitely will use it at some point. Man, maybe I just need more practice on 40. Tell me what you guys think. I stopped stitching. This was one evening of stitching, and it was so painfully slow. So what do you guys think? Should I start over on 36? Let's see what the called for is. It's graham cracker. This is 40 count whole grain. Just like I said, I picked something from my stash. I probably need to look through my 36 count fabrics and pick something. Or I need to try to get graham cracker. It's out of stock a lot though. And what if it's super tight too? Of course, if the 36 is really tight, like the 4, and then it makes it more like a 40. Because I feel like this is maybe more like 46 or something. I don't know. Maybe it's not. The other 40s that I have stitched on didn't feel this tight. I had no trouble, and we weren't friends. I wasn't loving life. Okay, but I do want to stitch this really bad. Obviously, it won't get done. I love that this is more of a fall stitch, though, instead of Halloween. So it's beautiful. I'm so excited. I'm not going to... I don't know. I don't know what to say. It's going how it's going, I guess. Let me flip back around. Okay. All right. And then I'll see what we have up next. But that is my new starts. And like I said, no whips this week. Minimal stitching. I've just, been work. I don't want to sing like Rihanna because I can't. Number one, I can't. Number two, I don't really like that song. But that's how I feel about my life lately, is it's a lot of work. Okay, so that is it for my new starts / whips. Let's do some coming soon. Okay, I am going to flip my camera back around because I want to talk about this. I know I mentioned earlier that if you watched Stitchy Friends, and I will link to their latest episode, one of their latest episodes. At this point, who knows? They could have had 3 more. They are going to be hosting a SAL. And they are going to be stitching, that's something else, the We Santa 2023 from Heart in Hand. Now, I had considered picking this up. I can't tell you how many times I've put this in my cart and taken it out and put it in my cart and taken it out. Oh, so sorry. That is spam. Okay. So, I have to make sure I didn't answer it. Taking it in my cart. Put it in my cart, take it out. Back and forth. So when I saw they announced this, I thought, you know what? I'm so silly. So let's just put it in my cart. So I did put it in my cart, and I needed to put a couple more things in my cart at Fat Quarter Shop. As of filming this was still available. So if you want to join, please join. I decided to put it in my cart because I had this idea. What I love about this chart, and I love that Cecilia has done these Santas. I haven't stitched any of them, but she does a yearly Santa, and I love that. So maybe this is my year to start that. I do kind of a red, white tree. I mean, this has some pinks in it, but I think that is totally fine. But I thought he was really cute, and so I picked it up. But what I think I'm going to do, well, no, let's just stop. So Jen and Sarah are hosting the SAL. There's a stitch along. I believe it's week 1, 2, and 3. There's 3 weeks of stitching. And then there will be a finishing tutorial. Now, I saw Carrie of Tiger Lily say this in her last Flosstube. She said week 2, that's, how did Carrie put it? Like, not aggressive, but it was something like that. Because that a commitment. She called it a commitment. That's a commitment. I'm going to do my best. Who knows? I think this starts October 15th. I could be wrong. I will put that down in the description, or I'll put it right here, so you guys know. Now, so I am going to stitch along, and Sarah made mention that, you know, this is obviously quite a lot of stitching. If it is a commitment, you can kind of break it up and do a little of Santa that last week too. I love these flowers because they look like quilt blocks. It does come with some little beads. I just had to cut out me opening up the pattern here on Flosstube because I'm an idiot. The model was stitched on 32 count, 2 threads over 2. The beads go somewhere. I'm sure it says somewhere. Oh, they're kind of like confetti. Yeah, I don't know if I'll use them or not. Anyway, so I'm going to stitch this. But I'm going to stitch mine. Remember my discussion on a 40 count fabric. However, I love 40 count blush. Remember this? It's still not FFO'd. It's just sitting here. This is the Teresa Kogut Create chart. But what do you guys think of the blush fabric for our Wee Santa 40 count fabric? I think I'm going to make him into an ornament instead of the backer board that they're using from Chantal, because they had kits. I know the kits are sold out at Chantal's, but the backer board is not. So you can always pick up your pattern and your floss. But here's what the floss looks like on the blush fabric. My only problem is this one. Which one is this one? Rosy Glow from Classic Colorworks might be too much the same, so I might have to swap it out. But how pretty are those colors on the blush? I did put them on a floss style from Chantal. This floss style is not in her shop anymore. Hopefully she'll put some sort of a Santa or Christmas floss style in her shop this year. I don't know if she will or not, but this is one I've had from years past. But I kitted up all of my floss. And then I'm going to stitch it on this blush fabric because I think this Santa on the blush fabric is going to be really cute. So that's what I picked. I hope it'll look cute. I'm excited to stitch along. I will link, again, I'm going to link to Jen and Sarah's Stitchy Friends Flosstube, the episode where they announced this, and I will also link you to their Instagram. So I'm excited to join you, ladies. Next up, let's talk about some haul. So I have just a little bit of haul that I purchased, and then I have some stitchy or some stuff from Fat Quarter Shop that I want to share with you guys. So let's take a look at the things from Fat Quarter Shop. This is a Fat Quarter bundle that I got from Gingerbread. This is Quaint Cottage, and I picked this up. I'm going to insert into the camera here. There is the Minky Kim pumpkin pattern, and I shared it last year, and I never got my pumpkins made. I want to make some pumpkins, some stuffed pumpkins out of this. The pinks, we can open it. Shall we open it and look at these? I wanted to make some pumpkins. So let me just move this out of the way. So we have, this one has pattern. I probably wouldn't use it. I'm a very much a tone on tone kind of girl. Now this, yes, like I would put all of these probably in with the pink pumpkin. You know, I'm really into like the pinky pumpkins. So this is how I would figure out my pumpkins. I'll show you exactly how I do it. I would find out like all the sections. I don't know how many we need. That's probably pretty close. Maybe one more. And you know, oh, here's another pink one. But it's going to be very patchworky. So there's those. Obviously some really good greens. This is just kind of how I would go about this. That plaid, I'm not sure. That would be a good mixer for lots of different things. Oh, there's a green plaid too. I don't love the plaid as much as I love some of the others. So maybe some greens. Might have to mix like greens and browns. Like I probably wouldn't use this one. I like little patterns for things like this. Anyway, I would find a way to mix these, but here's kind of what I'm thinking. And then even some blues, like these would make cute like project keepers and things like that. But I loved, like, these blues are so pretty too. Anyway, that's kind of what I thought I would do with some of this. There should be lots of fabric left. I mean, isn't that pretty? Oh. Anyway, I just thought I would share that. I picked this up. This was another one that I put in my cart, took out of my cart, put in my cart, took out of my cart. So that is, again, Quaint Cottage by Gingerbread. And I'm excited to make some pumpkins. These would probably be for like my main decoration, the main part of my house. Likely I would I still want to do bright rainbow ones for my office. Okay, I also picked up these charms. These are new Lori Holt charms. I got the heart and the pumpkin to put on project bags or other things. I think there's a black cat as well. But I love, of course, you guys know me. I had to have a pumpkin and I had to have a heart. And I know those are still available. I love those. My new labels from Sweetwater came. I'm in the label club, the tagged club from the Sweetwater company. They also are fabric makers, but if you ever see on my project bags or my quilts, I put personalized labels. They are from there, and this was this last month's, and I love the Create Every Day. It's kind of what I always say for years and years, so those really spoke to me. And then I also picked up the Harvest Friendship book from Teresa Kogut. So this was her new book for, I think it came out here in September. Now I can't show you the patterns inside, but let me see if I can show you because her books are beautiful. Here's what it looks like inside her artwork. I can't show you the pattern pages, but she always puts in beautiful things. Look at this. So here is a beautiful artwork by Teresa. And if you, I love her scarecrows, not if you. I love the scarecrows. So beautiful. Her artwork is stunning. And then, of course, this Biscornu is in here. I would really like to, I think that might be my first Biscornu. I'm going to stitch that. But I wanted to show, and her patterns, here, if I can just show like a little tiny-ish corner. Their color. Isn't that beautiful? Big and colorful. Okay, here we go. Here's a look at the finished Biscornu colors. More of her beautiful artwork. I mean, the paper these are on, everything about it is just lovely. I love her books. They're eye candy. I can't show you this page, but here's a drum that's in here. And I know if you follow her Flosstube, you've seen these, but I just wanted to show the book. I jumped on this as soon as it was available. There, it's just kind of showing you your floss. Look at those turkeys. Isn't that just so fun? So beautiful, beautiful book from Teresa Kogut. This is called Harvest Friendship. And I picked mine up at Fat Quarter Shop. And before I filmed it, they still had that in stock. So that is it for my haul. It's pretty short and sweet, but I also have some great stuff from Fat Quarter Shop, so let me share that. Okay, huge shout out and thank you to Fat Quarter Shop. My hair is, it's been a day. Thank you to Fat Quarter Shop for sending their Stitch Quarterly, their Sew Sampler, and the Spooky Box. So I have unboxings for all three of those. First up, the Sew Sampler. And this has been revealed. They do have a few of these left. So let's actually, I'm going to flip my camera and we're going to open it up and check it out together. This is so cute. So obviously this awesome zippered bag, it's got the cute little pumpkins. I believe you could stitch on this if you wanted to. So in the bag, you open it up and inside is all of this good stuff from Fat Quarter Shop. You get the Fall Harvest pattern. And that is so pretty. You also get the Ada to stitch this on. This is 14 count Autumn Splendor Sampler Ada from Fabric Flair. It's printed with this text. You can see it here in the finish. You get the DMC and the John James needle in order to stitch this. It's packaged so beautifully. They always just do such a beautiful job. You get some darling pumpkin floss drops to place your floss on to go with your stitch. And then their newest needle minder. This is the Harvest Basket Needle Minder. How cute is that? So you get all of that and the bag to put it in. So awesome. What a fantastic value. Thank you again, Fat Quarter Shop, for sending this. I always forget. And this is going to be our giveaway today. So thank you, Fat Quarter Shop. This is a fantastic, fantastic giveaway. And a great value. Okay. Let's do the August Sew Sampler. So here is our Sew Sampler. I am going to zoom out just a tiny bit. You might see a few things in here, so sorry about that. Okay, so in the Sew Sampler, when you open it up, it has a great little, it says Rustic Autumn, and on the back of this there's always like a discount or whatever. I'm not going to show that. And in the box we are getting Dawn on the Prairie by Fancy That for Moda. It is a jelly roll. And let's look on the little sheet that comes with it. It's a 24-piece jelly roll. That's what I thought. Okay. Fabric press pen. What is this? It is Fill Easy Press Treatment. Piece like an expert. Press seams precise and flat. Well, that is interesting. Okay, cool. This is a little Bits and Bobs sewing tray. So these are awesome. They snap and they form a little tray that you can put, like if you're stitching orts in, or if you have like your trimming stuff, you could put this on your desktop where you're doing your trimming of your quilt blocks, and you could put your little scraps and pieces in there. This really cute quilt. This is the Grove Quilt pattern. And of course you're going to use, it's made to be used with this jelly roll that you get in the Sew Sampler box. And you would have to pick up the extra fabric. Here's what else you would need. So I'm going to hold that here in case you want to look at that. And then you'd need to pick up your backing. So this is just the jelly roll to make the blocks, but you would have to use a backing fabric. Maybe you even have something. So this is called the Grove, and that pattern is exclusive to the Sew Sampler box. We get a rotary blade, which an endurance rotary blade. I mean, that is going to come to live with me. And we get this month's pressed flowers, the anemone. I always think of that from Finding Nemo. Beautiful. Yeah. And so, of course, I'll be adding that to my stash. So some of this stuff will be used in a future giveaway. Wonderful value. Absolutely love it. I always love seeing what's in the Sew Sampler box. And thank you again, Fat Quarter Shop, for sending it. And I will start sharing some stuff with my pressed flowers soon. I told you, lots of unboxings today. Thank you also to Fat Quarter Shop for sending the spooky box. I love the spooky box. I noticed in Kimberly's last Friday quilting video, she mentioned that they have just a few of these left. At the time of filming, they still had some of these. I highly recommend picking it up if you at all think that you want it. I am going to show you what's inside so you will have a good idea. I'm going to tell you I am keeping it. I love it. Love, love, love. Okay. First of all, when you open it, celebrating spooky season, it's just, their boxes are so cute. So cute. No tricks, just treats. Fat Quarter Shop exclusive. And then I'm going to look at this really quick and see what it says. Oh yeah, there's a oh my gosh, you guys, there's awesome deals on the back of this. Like $10 off a $50 purchase and $20 off a $100 purchase. So that is amazing. Love that. And again, that's only if you buy the spooky box. That's not a code that can be shared. I'm going to take this out of the plastic. I actually have some of this fabric, so I'm really excited. As always, just like with the Sew Sampler, they have your little handout telling you everything that's inside. It is I think it's a 20 piece. Yes, roly-poly from Riley Blake is what they call their jelly rolls. So that just tells you everything in. I'm showing you. So this is Fright Delight fabric. And it has kind of a vintagey, you know what? Shall we just sew? I'm going to sew with it. So how about how about I open it up and show you? Maybe I should put some of this stuff in the box and move it out of the way. How about that? Oh gosh. Overboard. Things are going to go down. Okay. We're all good. Sorry, had something pop up on my screen. I wanted to show you the fabric in here, and then I'm going to show you the pattern. It's super, super cute. So I love this because it's very vintagey. Look at the cute patterns. And I know I picked up some of this yardage to make like project bags or something with, but I did decide I'm going to do a quilt with this. This is called Fright Delight. I will link to this collection on Fat Quarter Shop in case you want to pick it up. Look at those jack-o'-lanterns. And then the colorway in white. Maybe I'll start. I don't really have that much room here. I know you guys can't see that the crafter math of Stamped Timber still lives here. The jack-o'-lanterns on black. I love the little basic polkas, the moons. It's just a very fun vintagey feeling collection that I absolutely adore. I love it on the gray. We're just going to double up some of this. So you can see it's very traditional. This is a very fun little panel. Not panel, but you know, it has like all the little vintagey signs in it. So this is the collection. Fright Delight, right? I mean, I say that and then do I even know? Where's my card? Get with the program here, Nichol. So yeah, Fright Delight, Roly Poly. I should have kept that out. Anyway, so I wanted to show this to you because you know that there is a new Jelly Roll book out and I am sewing along. I will share all of my blocks all caught up for you next week. Stay tuned to my Instagram too this weekend. You'll get to see those so far. And then I will have a blog post next week catching all those up. The reason I say that, the new Jelly Roll book. So you do get a pattern in here and it is so cute. This is the Boo quilt pattern. It's a little 24.5 by 42.5 pattern. And there is a backing or a finishing kit available. I will link to that as well at Fat Quarter Shop. It's available right now. But this pattern obviously is exclusive to the Spooky box. So stinking cute. I'm not going to sew this. I'm going to save it. I may want to sew it at some point. I mean, it's absolutely darling. I actually think I'm going to pick a quilt, and I will let you know for sure probably next week which one I picked. I have it narrowed down to a couple from the new Fat Quarter Shop book, but I'm going to do kind of just a very, I'm going to do a quilt, not a mini quilt, but a quilt using this. I may have to supplement, but remember I said I have a little bit of yardage in this, so it won't be a big deal if I need to supplement my that pattern with a few extra strips. Okay, last few things in the box. I mean, it's all of that. Still not done. I'm keeping these too. These are black cat pins that you get in the box. They're just a fun little novelty, even if you just like use them to decorate or whatever. How fun are those? I just thought they were so funny. So you get some pins. Hold real quick while I do a little minor clean. So sorry, everyone. You get some cute washi tape. Now, I love washi tape to add to all kinds of things. I'm a paper crafter, so you can add it to cards, but I like to use it in my planner. I like to use it to hold, like if you use triangles on a roll or any of the paper from Fat Quarter Shop, you can always just use it to hold that in place. I mean, you can use it for anything. I love it on the back flap of envelopes when I mail out cards. You get a black cat washi. You get some flowers, some spooky flowers, and then like some little spooky stars. So these are the 3 washies that come in the Spooky box. Darling. And last but certainly not least, and I probably should zoom back in. I zoomed out to open the box. You get a new needle minder. Look at that black cat. Is that not adorable? So fun. So again, the Spooky box is a total win in my opinion. A total win. I think it is awesome. Super, super happy with this. And don't forget, you get amazing discounts with the Spooky box purchase as well for future purchases. And that is it, everybody, for unboxing of Fat Quarter Shop. Thank you again, Thank you again, Fat Quarter Shop, for sending and sharing this. I'm really, really excited to get to play with some of these new goodies and things because they are so much fun. Okay, let's look at my see what else I've got to share with you today. We have some Stitchy mail. So I decided in my Stitchy mail section, and this is, why is my hair sticking out? Okay, who cares? In my Stitchy mail section, I am also going to share my smalls exchange from Jessica that I received at the pep rally. And I'm also going to share what we got from Kathy and Chantal. I know you've probably seen it on other channels. I had not shared it in my previous Flosstube. Since then, Chantal sent all my stuff back to me that I had put in there. I'm not going to share everything from the pep rally here, but I did want to share these because it's so amazing. So I am going to flip the camera around because I really want you to see Jessica's work. So first up, I wanted to show you the needle book I got as part of the smalls exchange. This is a cute little needle book Jessica made. I didn't know I was picking hers when I did, but oh my gosh, so much fun. It has beautiful rickrack trim around it, this really pretty ribbon that ties it shut, and when you open it, she even put some needles inside. Isn't it beautiful? It's just so pretty. I love it. Thank you so much, Jessica. I know I mentioned it last week, but I wanted to give you guys a close-up look at it because it is just gorgeous. I'm going to display it in my craft room because it is so pretty. I'll show you her beautiful stitching. Isn't it beautiful? Absolutely treasure it. Delighted. So thank you so much, Jessica. Okay, we got a box. I have no idea where my box is. Do I? Oh, you guys are not going to believe it. I do know where my box is, which is good because I want to show you this. Okay, so I haven't finished fully finished my pep rally piece yet. Hold on one moment while I put things back because Frank makes bad choices if I don't. When we got our pep rally retreat piece, Chantal had packaged everything in and then also included this box that we put together. This is also going to be in her shop when Kathy releases the chart I'm going to show you. So this is like a little box. You can put your trinkets, treasures, sewing supplies, all the things, and you do have to put it together. You can see mine doesn't have anything in it, plus I have not finished it yet. I haven't decided if I'm going to stain. I'm probably going to do a dark stain on this, but I haven't exactly decided yet. But you piece it together. Chantal is filming a video to show you exactly how to film it. It has a hinged lid, and it does puzzle piece down here at the bottom. I'm going to link because I do think Chantal had a Flosstube video last week and she showed this, but she will be sharing a put it together tutorial. Now, I zoomed in like way too soon. Apparently I should just keep it zoomed out. So here's the thing. We get this piece, no expectations. Kathy designed a chart to fit this. So imagine inside putting some batting down or something cushy and wrapping it in fabric and you know, making your box nice and soft, somewhere where you can put some little goodies and things in. Kathy designed this Enjoy the Stitch chart. It is amazing. Chantal already stitched hers. So this is not a frame. This is the box. Kathy sized this to fit. She put it on a fabric backer board with rickrack, put this on some press on board, and then added it to the top of the box. So I am going to be stitching and finishing mine to put here in my craft room. It is gorgeous. But not only that, also in the chart, you can make this little pillow, and then you can like tuck the little pillow inside here or set it up next to your box if you're displaying it. It is absolutely adorable. So this is Enjoy the Stitch. This will be coming. It's not out yet, but I think this is coming out fairly soon for everyone to be able to enjoy the stitch. Okay, And of course, I have no idea where this was. Let's just stick it here. How much you guys want to bet that it'll still be there next week? Yeah. Okay. Then, from Kathy and Chantal, they put together this. This is an ornament. The chart is from Kathy. This was, again, I believe this will be released too. So we get this ornament. It is absolutely adorable. And then from Chantal, we get the backer board to put this on to finish. Not only that, we get the paper that's decoupaged onto the backer piece. We get the rickrack trim to finish. I think we just have to get the little plaid ribbon. And if plaid ribbon, jingle bells, if you want to finish it just like this, or you can do something else if you want to. But so amazing. Really cute. This will be a very quick, easy stitch. I'm definitely stitching this to put on my tree. And Jessica also bought the called for fabric for this, which is, hold please, it is 32 count slate by Fabrics by Stephanie, and she gave me a little piece of this to stitch it on. And then in Chantal's shop, she had DMC packets, which is what this is stitched with, so I picked one up so that I have a full little kit. All I have to do is put this in a little bag and stitch her up. So that is a little, that's my pep rally stitchy mail or stitchy kindness. Now, I also received some stitchy kindness from some viewers. This first one, I am so sorry. I had a lovely viewer send me an email, and her name is Viola, and she had a wonderful idea. She thought how I finished my costume party, the Sal from Hands On Design last year on the haunted house. Wouldn't it be cool to take a house design? Maybe Chantal has one. She has a couple of houses. I need to see if these will fit on there. And stitch a nativity for Christmas. And I loved that idea. But she gifted me the chart, you guys. So Viola, thank you. And please accept my apologies for not saying something. I kept forgetting, and I kept forgetting to print this out so that I could say something. So I had made myself a note a couple weeks ago after I finished filming, and I was like, you have to say something next week. So thank you. I will be stitching this year, and I'll figure out some sort of finishing for it. But this is, I'm probably going to say it wrong, Croquette Go-Go. Anyway, Viola, thank you so much for buying the chart for me. I love it. There are, maybe I'm wrong, so if you guys know of some good ones, you can drop them in the comments and let me know. There are not a lot of nativity or faith-based charts for Christmas out there. And so, or ones that I care for. Maybe that's the better thing. This I really love, so I'm excited, and I don't think that this is 77 by 74. It's tiny, and probably if I stitched it on a tiny enough fabric, it could even almost be an ornament. But absolutely beautiful. I definitely do want to do a stand-up piece of some sort. But thank you so much, Viola. All right, I forgot. Over here is good. Then I had commented on the Crafty Bluebonnet's Instagram because she was sharing new charts, and April gifted me her Frankenstein spool. Thank you so much, April. So April has some new designs. I have linked to this guy at Fat Quarter Shop, but she has quite a few new ones. But I called him Frankie because, of course, I have Frank, my little Shih Tzu baby. I mean, he could be a Frankenstein. But I thought this spool was so cute. I need to get on stitching my spools. But I love this. So thank you, April. That was so sweet of you. Please support April either through her Etsy shop or, like I said, her charts are now available at Fat Quarter Shop for PDF download. I mean, instantaneous, one evening, stitch it up, you're done. Let me show you some cards I received. and a few little goodies, and then we'll do giveaways. So this is a card from Chris, I think. Yes, it is. So Chris sent me this card. We met at the Pep Rally retreat, and it's so pretty. I love the embroidery hoop and those little mini scissors. What set is this, Chris? I like that. I have never seen those little scissors like that. Absolutely adorable. So thank you very much for the beautiful card. And then from Susie. Susie was so sweet. So first I want to say Susie sent me this beautiful card, and it's so funny. Inside she says, do your parents know how much happiness you bring to the world? If not, tell them. So I will tell them when I talk to them. I think it'll be funny. Look at the stitching. They're going to get a kick out of that. This isn't a beautiful card, Susie. Oh my gosh, that's stunning. And I'm sure that this is Spellbinders. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you. But not only did she send that, she sent a card, and this also has stitching. I'm going to hold it up. I want you guys to see that. Look at the stitching on it. This is also Spellbinders. The greetings are Simon Says Stamp. But my cousin's daughter was in a terrible accident. If you've been here, you know this. And she sent a card for me to send on to Riley. Riley's recovering from having a lower leg amputation. She's just a freshman in high school, just went into her freshman year. The accident was at the end of July, so it's still pretty fresh and new. She'll be fitted for a prosthetic when it's all healed, but I will send this on to Riley. I'm sure it will brighten her day. Susie, it was very, very kind of you. I'm beyond touched that you thought of her, so thank you very, very much. And she included a sweet little note that I can pass on to Riley. And then Pat sent, I have to show you this card because it's just amazing. So Pat sent some money for shipping, so thank you so much to help out with shipping and things. But look at her card. Happy fall, y'all. That looks like honeybee stamps. Pat, you're going to have to tell me if I'm right about that. And then a nice little note. But look at this. This is what I thought was so cool. I wanted to show the whole thing. Pumpkin kisses and harvest wishes. Isn't that adorable? And then, like I said, it opens and there's a note. Oh, Pat, this is so pretty. I absolutely love this. And then she sent some things. She had all kinds of goodies. Great for like finishing some baubles, which, believe it or not, I don't know if I have any of these. And I was just thinking the other day I needed some, so thank you. She also sent some of these hearts. You can change the color of these if you want to with like alcohol inks or whatever. So I don't have those either, so that's awesome. She had, this looks like some, oh yeah, it's a washi tape that looks like postage stamps that's in chickens. That's super fun. She sent all kinds of goodies. I just wanted to show all kinds of like cool finishing goodies. These little silver shapes. Look at these charms. Christmassy charms. Oh my goodness, those bells are adorable. And like little gingerbread men. I mean, all of these things. Here's some other fun shapes. All, I mean, can be used for so many ways for finishing. Butterfly charms, it looks like. Shall I open it so I can see them better since it's so tiny? Oh yeah. Look at all those little butterfly charms and flowers and things. Absolutely adorable. I wonder if I can stick them in a bigger bag because I know they aren't going back in there. Oh my gosh. If this is a making memories. Remember when they used to have these? I used to have so many of these back in the day. It's hilarious. Let's look at these. More little charms and such. Some of these I will probably start including in some giveaways. I'm going to stick those in there for now, just to share a few of these extra goodies. She said share, keep, whatever, little frames and such. I mean, treasures. All of this stuff is absolutely just little treasures. Oh, I love that heart. You know me, I'm always going to gravitate towards the hearts. That's a pretty frame. And here's some other little frames and little heart frames. Oh, I love those hearts. Love, love, love. So awesome little goodies like that. Oh, there's more. Some red jewels. Some little, look at those bumblebees. And then she had a bunch of, I think this, I have to read her card again. It's interfacing, and she wasn't going to use it. It was for a t-shirt quilt, so she passed it on to me. So Pat, thank you so much for sending all of, what a treasure it was. I couldn't believe all of this stuff was in one little vinyl bag. So amazing. Absolutely amazing. I have not heard from a few of you, so if I've missed your email to me, let me know. These were all giveaways from Flosstube 55. I will give you one more week to reach out to me. Otherwise, I'll probably just put them back in and put them back in for another giveaway. Again, these were from Flosstube 55. The winner of You Are My Sunshine was Ray. And in Flosstube 58, my last Flosstube, I did put the comment up on the screen. I'm not going to put them up on the screen for these past ones. The July Stackables went to Deidra Campbell. The June Stackables went to Shannon Minner. And the Upbeat quilt pattern went to Pam C. So I have not heard from you four ladies. And then from Flosstube 56 giveaway, the winner of the Spookography chart floss and fabric was Sharon Price. And I haven't heard from Sharon. So again, I will give you until my next Flosstube, which will be Flosstube 60, to let me know. Email me at the email address down in the description, and I will get your prizes out to you. Okay, last Flosstube was Flosstube 58, and I asked seasonal stitching or everyday stitching. I loved reading everybody's responses. Again, I haven't got through quite everybody's, but I have seen a lot of them. It was really, really fun to read through, and I'm looking forward to reading through the rest of those and, you know, kind of scooping up any of the questions that I maybe had. Let's see. So I had 3 different giveaways, but 4 prizes. Please email me at the email address in the description below if it is your comment, and tell me what you won. That helps me a lot when I go to print things out, so I don't have to look it up to see what it is you won, because I don't remember. So your comment will show on the screen, except for the second one. I accidentally deleted it before, or I did pulled the next winner before I screenshotted it, and you can't go back. So we'll get there. But the screenshot will show the first prize. There were 2 winners of the circle templates from 141 Design and the 36 count Hazelwood from Fiber on a Whim. I have 2 of these to give away. The fabric is from Fat Quarter Shop. Thank you, Fat Quarter Shop. This is from a generous viewer who ended up with an extra or extras, and so she wanted to share them with the community, and I grouped them together. The winners are Tracy Olila and Margaret Nab. And your comment is right here on the screen. If that is you, please email me and I will get your prizes out to you. The winner of the Simply Jelly Rolls, which is, this is what I was talking about for the spooky box that I want to do. In fact, I'll show you which one. This is a good time to show you which one I think has made the cut, right? If I can remember. Mine is out in the other room where I was planning. It's not this one. I think it's this one. I think I want to do the cornbread quilt. It's just squares. I think that would be really awesome. Imagine it in the spooky colors. Wouldn't it be cool? I think that's the one I picked, but I'll let you guys know. Anyway, the winner of this, and again, thank you Fat Quarter Shop for sharing an extra book with me to give away, is Lynn Sipes. Lynn, I forgot to grab your screenshot. So it's first name is Lynn, last name is Sips. Lynn, if that is you, email me and I will get your book mailed out to you. And then finally, the winner of kind of the Sew Sampler assortment. It is not a full Sew Sampler. It was a lot of the August box contents, remember, and I am going to mail them differently, but I will email you the insert that has the codes because they're good until sometime here in October. So if you're the winner, email me right away so I can get that mailed out to you and you can utilize the prize. Because what is the prize? Not prize. Oh yeah, it's 20% off Riley Blake fabric, but there's a special code. If you want to order some things, this is a good time. So I am probably going to put this in a different package to mail something that's easier because this is kind of thick and it's not the full Sew Sampler. But the winner of this is Cricket's Studio. If that is your comment, congratulations. You got all the stuff. I know there's like a, what? Is it a fat quarter bundle? Hold please. There's all kinds of stuff. There's some patterns, a ruler. Yes, a little fat quarter bundle. The pattern for that particular bundle, but obviously you can use it for whatever you want. There were several patterns, but yeah, all kinds of good stuff in here. So that goes to Cricket's Studio. Okay, everybody. Last thing today. I just decided to do one giveaway today. I am giving away, I know I mentioned it earlier, the Stitch Quarterly. This is the Fall Harvest Stitch Quarterly. Everything I showed you in the unboxing is included in here. So you get the bag, you get the pattern, the fabric, the floss, the needle minder, and the floss drops. You get all. You get everything that comes in here. I mean, I wanted to kind of keep a couple things, but I'm not. I'm giving you the full Stitch Quarterly, okay? And the bag. It is so good. So this is going to go to one winner. In order to win this, please be a U.S. resident. Please be over 18. I do need to ask for your address. Please don't say winner or prize, giveaway, any of that in your comment. Leave me a comment with the word harvest in it. The name of this kit is Fall Harvest. So put the word harvest. When I do the random comment picker before I choose the winner for this, I will put in harvest. It will pull those out. So if you want to leave a comment about something else, but you don't want the Sew Sampler, you can do that and rest assured that your name won't get picked. So put harvest. I'm going to put it along the bottom of the screen here if you would like to win the Stitch Quarterly, okay? And answer this question. Will you be stitching Christmas ornaments this year? I would love to know because that is what my next sal or make along is going to be. It's going to be a sal of sorts, but I'm going to show you, and I'm planning on showing this at least either next Flosstube or the one after. I am going to show you the patterns that I'm for sure going to, I mean, there's a lot I want to do, but I'm going to pick 2 to 3 that I'm for sure going to do that we can do together that I will share the finishing tutorial when the mystery make along box comes. They will utilize a finishing ornament that Chantal will sell later on. It won't be an exclusive to the box. I mean, I highly recommend grabbing the box, and again, that ends tonight. But rest assured, if you're watching this later and you're like, I did not order it, the ornament I pick, maybe you just want to do one ornament. You don't have time to do tons, or you just don't want to. The ornament I pick for the finishing will be something that will be available to be purchased. So rest assured with that. So let me know if you're going to stitch any ornaments this year. I cannot wait to hear from all of you guys. And again, just a little peek at the ones I did last year using Chantal's finishing boards. They are so much fun. And don't feel like you have to stitch an entire chart. You can just stitch a little portion of a chart that will fit on the finishing piece. And I think that's what we're going to try to focus on in that. So I think that's it today, friends. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I truly love coming here and chatting with all of you. So until next time, happy stitching. Bye. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel, click that like button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell to always be notified when I have a new Flosstube stitching or quilting video. Thank you guys so much for joining me today, and we'll see you next time.